Greetings and salutations. It is I, your Lord and Savior, Lord Monarch, back to you again with another top 10 video. This time, I am doing a top 10 villains, video game villains video. So again, keep in mind this video is basically about the most baddest, the most wickedest, the most unique, well written, interesting, vile villains in video games that I have played. Not video game villains in general from games that other people have played. No, video games that I have played and only video games that I have played. So, just like the top 10 video from before, Um, we're gonna start from the weakest villain and then march our way up to the baddest villain. So, starting at number 10, Manfred von Karma from the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, why is he on the list? Now, in the world of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Manfred von Karma is known as the god of prosecution. This guy is a very fucking charming character. Never gets a single fucking non-guilty verdict. He always gets the guilty verdict, meaning you already know this guy probably sent some people to jail and some people to their deaths via execution that were innocent and that never did anything, that didn't break the law, that didn't do anything deserving of losing their freedom and losing their life. And this guy does it all so that he could have a perfect record. He's a very charming, very interesting, very engaging character. Although maybe I shouldn't say he has a perfect record. You see, in the world of Ace Attorney, one of the characters, Miles Edgeworth, which is one of my personal favorites in Ace Attorney. Um, Manfred von Karma adopts Edgeworth after the fact that von Karma basically murdered Edgeworth's dad. But the thing is, Edgeworth doesn't know that Manfred von Karma murdered his father. And the reason for that is because, Edgeworth's father was a defense attorney, and he was the only one before Phoenix Wright, obviously, put a tarnish on Manfred von Karma's perfect, constant, guilty verdicts. And this guy is fucking ruthless. He will stop at nothing to get a fucking guilty verdict. He will tamper with fucking evidence. He is fucking ruthless when it comes to court. You better make sure you have your evidence and you better make sure you get your facts straight and you better get your objection said at the appropriate time because this guy is fucking ruthless. You think Edgeworth, the rival character from Ace Attorney, is ruthless? Shit. Manfred basically turned Edgeworth into a miniature version of himself. But unlike Edgeworth, that's concerned with finding the truth, Manfred just wants a perfect fucking guilty verdict for his record. All this motherfucker cares about is his record. Doesn't care what he has to do, who he has to destroy, who he has to step on to get it. This fucker does whatever it takes to get the verdict. Number 9, Dahlia Hawthorne from Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Now, Why is this bitch on the list? Well, if you're like deep into like the visual novel genre of gaming, like really, really deep into it, and you're a hardcore gamer like myself, um, you'll know of a character by the name of like Junko Enoshima, who is the main antagonist of another visual novel series. So, like, a lot of people like to compare Dahlia Hawthorne with Junko Enoshima, and a lot of people will say Dahlia Hawthorne was the OG bitch that brought despair before that shit was cool in Danganronpa. If you don't know, now you know. If you know, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Assuming how many hardcore gamers is watching this video. So, how did Dahlia Hawthorne bring despair? Well, aside from her being Phoenix Wright's lover, spoilers, anyone who Dahlia Hawthorne dates always ended up dead in the worst fucking possible situation. Phoenix Wright was one of the lucky ones that didn't end up dead dating this bitch. Not only has this bitch murdered her ex-boyfriends, this bitch is just a ruthless, fucking heartless piece of shit that just does not give a fuck, man. She just does not give a fuck, and she is the main antagonist in the video game Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. I highly recommend y'all play the Ace Attorney series. It's really good. And Dahlia Hawthorne is, again, her ruthlessness, her just not giving a fuck bitch cunt attitude. Man, she is a fantastic villain in Trials and Tribulations. Trials and Tribulations. Dahlia Hawthorne really did bring despair before Junko Enoshima made despair cool. Number 8 on the list, Pokemon's Giovanni. Now, Giovanni he's the head of the mafia, the Pokemon Mafia. What else more needs to be said? Mafia is not good enough for you? How's about indulging illegal experiments in the creation of Pokemon? He created Porygon, and he also created fucking Mewtwo by genetically messing up with the genes of Pokemon in order to create these creatures. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Giovanni literally has the Kanto region in his pocket. What do I mean by that? Well, um, characters like Lightning Surge, Blaine, Sabrina, Koga, they're secret agents of Team Rocket. Erica might also be an agent of Team Rocket. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, in the manga, they're agents of Team Rocket. And remember how the Adventures manga is parallel to the video games? It's like they're intertwined. Well, as you know, that's canon in the Pokemon games. You know that the seventh gym leader in the Kanto region, Blaine, he used to work for Team Rocket. He and Mr. What's his name again? Fugo or something? Or Fuji? I can't fully remember his name, but anywho, him and Fuji, whatever his name is, they participated in the creation of Mewtwo. And the takeover of the Silphco building. I highly doubt Sabrina couldn't do anything about that. I mean, the gym leaders are basically a part of the government for that specific region, and Sabrina could literally see the future. You mean to tell me this bitch couldn't fucking stop Team Rocket from doing what they were doing. I highly fucking doubt that. I highly fucking doubt that. Furthermore, Team Rocket, they indulge in the trafficking and selling Pokemon, right? They poach they poach rare Pokemon and they traffic and sell them. But that's just the Pokemon. For all you know, Giovanni probably traffics people and drugs. It's the fucking mafia. So who really knows what the fuck is really going on in the shadows? I mean, all you know is whatever is allowed to be put in those video games. So yeah, Giovanni for number 8. Number 7, Getsis from Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2. I mean, this motherfucker is a horrible, manipulative piece of shit. Um, Basically just raised N to be a tool to control the legendary Pokemon Zekrom or Reshiram, to basically coerce people of the Unova region to give up their Pokemon so that he could pretty much basically enslave the people of Unova. Just a fucking vile, evil piece of shit. And, well, the reason why I ranked him above Giovanni is, well, at least Giovanni loves his son. At least Giovanni loves Silver. N is practically Getsis' son. Don't know if that's Getsis' biological son or adopted son, but is considered Getsis' son. And as you already know, Getsis doesn't give a rat's ass about N. Getsis doesn't even really give a rat's ass about Team Plasma. All he cares about is just dictating the Unova region. And he's gonna manipulate, use, and throw away whoever he has to in order to do so. Poor N. Number 6, Volo from Pokemon Legends Arceus. I mean, the motherfucker belongs on the list. The fucking sociopath has a god complex, made a deal with the Pokemon version of the devil, aka Giratina. Was it attempts at dragging Arceus from its divine celestial throne, also that he could create a new world, and unlike Cyrus from Generation 4's Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, um, Volo knew that in creating his new world, uh, the world that we live in would cease to exist. Everyone that was ever born, it would be as though they never existed to begin with. They were never born. They were never here. Also, that he could create his own ideal world. Motherfucker has a fucking god complex. And to literally side with Pokemon Satan to defeat Pokemon God, it's just terrible, especially when the price is, um I don't know if you could call it genocide or homicide, but you're basically just removing you're removing everyone on planet Earth from existence. That's fucked up. Number 5 on my list is Van from Tales of the Abyss. Why is Van on the list? Well, um, Van is not only a fucking kidnapper and a manipulator, kidnapper, in a sense of, well, he kidnapped the Duke's son, Luke von Fabra. He's also known as Ash the Bloody now, working for his elite um guard special unit. Um After training Luke for years, just kidnapped him from his parents and then created a clone of Luke, the real Luke, aka Ash the Bloody, and used Luke to pretend to be, basically used the Luke clone or the Luke replicant to masquerade as the real Luke. This guy has issues with something called the score. Well, what is the score? The score is basically this divine document that dictates what happens in the present and what happens in the future. And Van was so upset with this divine document dictating destiny, dictating fate, that the fucker basically replicated humanity and he was going to kill everybody else on the planet and replace them with the replicants or clones that he created. Also that he could defy destiny. And one of the casualties in doing so is he fucking destroyed a town of people. He killed everyone in that town also that he could carry out his scheme. And the fucker basically brought the Luke clone into the world, and the dude just had like no fucking remorse for the life that he brought into the world. Calls the Luke clone foolish replica and was about ready to just do away with him at any given notice. You know how fucked up it is to just do away with sentient life and just throw it away like it's worthless garbage? You know how fucked up it is to attempt at a mass genocide and homicide for everyone on the fucking planet and to replace them with the equivalent of fucking, what's that movie called again? Blade Runner equivalent replicants. Van's fucked up, man. You're doing too much to fucking defy fate. Number 4 on the list, Dr. Eggman. I mean, come on, man. I can't make a fucking top 10 villain list and not add one of gaming's most iconic fucking villains, Dr. Eggman. I mean, what needs to be said? I mean, Dr. Eggman fucking kidnaps animals and turns them into batteries for his robots. In Sonic Adventure 1, Eggman literally threatened fucking Station Square to blow the motherfucker up and kill everyone on it. Wait, one moment, please. Be right back. So where was I? Yes, in Sonic Adventure 1, Eggman was about to blow the fuck up out of Station Square because the whole, I guess, what was it? The situation with the egg carrier didn't go so well. Sonic and the gang fucked up the egg carrier. But anywho, yeah, it's about to blow up Station Square, all so that he could build his Eggman land. And people are in Station Square, so basically, Eggman really has no regard for sentient life. He just does whatever the fuck he wants to do. Sonic Adventure 2, he literally blew up like what, half the moon, um, 1/4 of the moon with the Eclipse cannon just to prove a point. Um, what other fucked up shit did Eggman do? Um, Eggman in Sonic Colors, Eggman literally fucking enslaved these aliens known as the Wisps. Just went to their home planet, enslaved them to build a fucking amusement park and to power up his mechs. Eggman, I mean, what could he say, man? He's a genius. He's got the master plan. He's cruel. He's a fucking narcissistic sociopath. He does whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants. And he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, and he's not afraid to sacrifice who he wants. I mean, fucking Sonic Adventure 2. The dude literally almost succeeded in like fucking killing Sonic if Sonic didn't figure out how to use that fake Chaos Emerald to get away from the explosion of that little capsule from the Space Colony Arc, have a dead hedgehog. So yeah, fucking Eggman, iconic villain. He's number 4. Number 3, Dr. Wily, but not Dr. Wily from the classic Mega Man crime fighting robot series. No, Dr. Wily from the Mega Man Battle Network series. Personally, I feel that the Wily from the Battle Network series, he's more evil and vile than the crime fighting robot series. Also, his art design is more wicked and menacing as well. I mean, what could I say? Dr. Wily, he's in charge of terrorism, all the fucking terrorism that's going on. I mean, kitchen fires, fucking um huge traffic and vehicles going way past the fucking speed limit, polluting the natural drinking water. The dude once fucking threatened the world by unleashing nukes onto people and towns, all so that he could become basically ruler of the world. He kind of fucking, if you've played the Mega Man Battle Network series, you've known the cruel, horrible fucking terrorist acts that this guy has done. I've only named a few of them, with the whole um controlling of electric cars and causing a road jam and traffic and vehicles going extremely fast, so fast that it's too dangerous for people to walk in the streets. Um, Fires caused by kitchen appliances, household fires, fucking polluting the drinking water, again, threatening people with nukes. That's just the fucking tip of the iceberg. You play the Mega Man Battle Network series, this dude continues to do cruel, wicked, vile shit for his attempts at world domination. Um, Number 2, Rachel Claudius from God Eater 2. A lot of y'all probably don't even know who the fuck this bitch is. And a lot of you guys probably haven't even played the video game series God Eater. And you're probably wondering, well, why the fuck is this bitch so high up on the fucking list? Well, in the world of God Eater, there are these super soldiers that work for the government. They are known, ironic enough, they're known as God Eaters. And they have these special weapons known as God Arcs. And they fight these monstrosities known as the origami. And the origami, what they do is their whole instinct is devouring and destruction. That's all they do. They roam the planet, they eat whatever it is they see that's not a fellow origami, and they destroy anything and everything that they touch. And the reason why they're like that is because, well, they want to reset the world. Um, So there's this event in God Eater known as the Devouring Apocalypse. And what the Devouring Apocalypse is basically these origami gather together, they evolve into something called a singularity. They trigger the event called the Devouring Apocalypse. This giant mouth like origami basically gobbles up the earth, devouring every single living creature on the planet. But after that happens, the earth will be reset. Don't know if humanity will come back, but the earth will be as it was in the very beginning, basically. But in order to do that, you're literally homiciding, genociding every single living being on the fucking planet. Now I'm about to, now that I explained that, I'm about to go into details to why Rachel is so high on the list. So, aside from the fact that this bitch adopted these orphan kids only to experiment on them to turn them into super soldiers to fight for a special to fight for a special private unit that will later on help to serve the government. Um, this bitch, aside from the illegal experiments in turning the adopted kids into super soldiers, this bitch does not give a fuck about humanity, does not give a fuck about anybody else. Um, one of the adopted kids in her special unit, her special private unit, tried to play hero, in a life and death situation, and she basically used him as a scapegoat to basically egg on her most favorite soldier in her little special unit. She was gonna basically turn that soldier into the polarity to try to jumpstart the devouring apocalypse. Um, she does a coup d'etat in the government, risking the lives of many people and also the other fellow soldiers in the government. Because again, she just doesn't give a fuck. This scientist guy who she was dating, um, she literally fucking seduced him into doing what she wanted him to do. Had no regard for his life. She literally kills him at the end of the game. And again, she is trying to unleash the devouring apocalypse. This bitch is like really fucked up. Plus, as you play through the game, she just gives off this vibe, this energy. Like she speaks all prim and proper and acts all ladylike, but it's like one of those situations where it's like someone is speaking to you with manners and respect, but in the subtext, they give off an energy like they're condescending, like they look down on you and they genuinely don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, and I should also mention that she manipulates her oldest sister into helping her with her plans and her projects in the attempt of the devouring apocalypse and everything else involving God Eater too. She guilt trips the fuck out of her older sister. Number one on the list, Mega Man Zero's main antagonist, Dr. Weil. Why is he on the top of the list? Well, in my honest opinion, he is one of the most evil, most vilest, wickedest motherfuckers in video gaming, based off of the games that I've played. This motherfucker fucking had 60% of humanity and 90% of Reploids fucking eradicated on the face of the earth on a war that he started, a war called the Elf Wars, all because he wanted complete control over the planet, the typical world domination shit. Um this all started with something called Project El Paizo, or Alpes if you're really deep into the Mega Man lore. Looks like I'm about to run out of time, so I'm gonna have to explain the lore. I'm gonna have to extend this video and explain the lore. Okay, now getting back to my explanation as to why Dr. Whale from the Mega Man Zero series, why he's the most wickedest, most evil villains in my honest opinion. So yeah, he basically wipes out 60% of humanity, 90% of the Reploids for a war that he started, the war known as the Elf Wars, um, trying to initiate a project by the name of Alpes or El Paizo. Basically, what that project code name is, he's going to use this advanced computer program known as the Mother Elf, and he's going to connect it to this powerful Reploid that he created by the name of Omega. He's going to fuse the computer program Mother Elf with the um giant robot known as Omega, use him as a super antenna to steal the free will of Reploid robots to control them via remote control. And Reploids, as you know, they're robots created off of X's blueprints. But X, as you know, he's a special kind of robot. He can act, think, and feel for himself. And the Reploids, they're able to do the same thing. They can act, think, feel. They're kind of like humans in that regard because they have free will. And basically, you know, Whale is going to strip them of their own free will. But he's not doing this for the betterment of human society. He just wants to rule the world. Typical evil villain shit. And when the fucker doesn't get his way because X and the rest of humanity, they want to do what X wants to do and just stop the Reploids from going Maverick. When they go Maverick, or as the Japanese call them, irregular, they'll just cause harm to other Reploids and humanity as a whole. So, Whale didn't get his way, started a war again, murdered fucking 60% of humanity and 90% of Reploids. Dude has no regard for life whatsoever, and he turned planet Earth into a fucking wasteland, causing the rest of the people that survived that tragic war to live in a paradise by the known of by the name of Neo Arcadia. Um, in Mega Man 03, he tries to do Project El Paizo again by using that advanced program, the Mother Elf, to control the Reploids at an attempt at world domination. In Mega Man 04, um, humans just couldn't deal with his ass anymore, so they tried to leave and they left Neo Arcadia because they couldn't deal with this guy um being in charge of the place. So they left to a place called Area Zero, where nature was slowly starting to return to the planet. And Whale's mindset was, nah, both humans and Reploids, they need to be his slaves. They need to live under his rule, under an iron fist. No one is allowed to escape his iron fist like evil grasp And like this motherfucker has a real fucking vendetta against fucking humanity, dude. Um so he does something called Project Ragnarok. What Project Ragnarok is basically a space station that he created that has this big fuck you laser in outer space, and he's gonna basically use it to destroy Area Zero. Something happens again. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. If you want to know everything that goes on in the series, just get the Mega Man Zero ZX collection. It's really good. Play the games yourself. I highly recommend it. Anywho, so something happens that causes the destruction of Neo Arcadia, and Whale just says fuck it. He's going to take the space colony that he created, Ragnarok. He's going to plunge it into planet Earth, and he's basically going to murder the ever living shit out of the remaining humans and reploids that's left on the planet. And again, there aren't that many humans and robots on the planet because of that fucking war I talked about. The majority of planet Earth is still a fucking wasteland from the war that he started via the Elf Wars. Now he's basically going to fucking kamikaze the rest of everyone and everything, all because he can't get what he wants, and that's dictatorship over the planet. Because yours truly, our hero Zero, keeps stopping him. This guy is a vile, wicked, evil piece of shit. Some of you guys are wondering, why is he above Volo? Well, Volo is a Pokemon villain. I just generally don't think Pokemon villains should be so high up on a list. That's one. Number two, there's a difference between murdering the fuck out of someone and making it as though they never existed. I don't think making it as though someone never existed, like rewriting the laws of nature or rewriting history so that Napoleon Bonaparte no longer existed. Now, this other individual called Jean Monamel is not the same as unaliving someone, as murdering somebody. When you murder someone, the pain that you cause that individual while taking away their life, and the pain you cause everybody else that was close to that person. When you rewrite history as though the individual never existed, no one's getting hurt. No one, nobody cares because fucker never existed. So, rewriting the laws of reality versus not giving a fuck and just taking away life. Totally different shit. Another reason why Whale is on the list. If you play the ZX series, which is a sequel to the Zero series, there are these pieces of metal called Model W. And what it does is it will merge with someone or something, giving it incredible powers, but whoever fuses with the Model W, they will not be in control. Because the Model Ws, they carry the will of Dr. Whale, the will of destruction and world domination. So whoever merges with the Model W, they no longer have their free will. The Model Ws carry the will of Dr. Weil, hence why it's called Dr. W, W for Weil. So, long story short, Weil's wickedness, vengeance, not giving a fuck, desire of dictatorship over everyone and everything on planet Earth is still tormenting planet Earth beyond the grave hundreds of years later. This dude is an evil, vile ass, wicked motherfucker. Again, Fucker started a war all because he wanted dictatorship over the planet. Murders 60% of humanity, 90% of Reploids. Reploids, which are robots that could think and feel for themselves. They have sentience, basically. Fucks up planet Earth. Planet Earth, the majority of it is a fucking wasteland. There's nothing there on beautiful planet Earth. And his wicked, evil will carries on beyond the grave hundreds of years later. Can you not see why this motherfucker belongs on the top of the list? Like, look at the image that I placed in the video. Just look at him. He's such a creepy, evil ass motherfucker. Anywho, that's my list. That's my top 10 uh video game villains. Again, no indie games, no indie villains. Villains from video games based off of anime and manga characters don't count in this video, or rather, I'm not including them. This is a video that focuses on video game original characters, video game characters on video games that I have played, not video games in general. No, video games that I have played and video games that I've beaten. And these are the top 10 villains that stood out to me. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts on my list. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? What's your personal list? What's your personal top 10 villains, or rather, main antagonistic villains in video games that you've played and or you've beaten? Uh, Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Anywho, this is Lord Monarch signing off. Farewell, my loyal subjects. Till next time.